Tate met my senior year of high school and Tate's sophomore year of high school. I had just become friends with his cousin, Madison, and so we were kind of hanging out, and I had gone over to their house to get my hair done one time.
I was laying on the couch at my uncle's house, and I guess she was getting her hair cut, and I was just laying on the couch, probably on my phone or something, and this angel walks through, and it's the first time I saw her. She was leaving, and I didn't know who it was. First time I ever saw her, and I went to the window after she left, and she got into her grandma's car. The next time I saw her was in yearbook. Was it yearbook?
Yep.
And I didn't know she was even in school. I thought she might have been in college or something, and so I was really happy. I remember the first time she stood up, and we were going around the room and telling everybody something about us. Yeah, Miss Houchins was the teacher, and she said, if everyone could stand up and say something about you and your name. And she stood up and said, my name is Mariah Ulmer, and my favorite thing is Sonic. I guess she was on a Sonic kick at the time.
I was friends with Madison, Tate's cousin, and so I would go over there and hang out with her, and he was there. Madison took your phone, and we were FaceTiming, and then you were like in the background, and you kind of talked to me for a second.
Yeah,
that's how you got my phone number.
Madison FaceTimed off my phone because we had
the new iPhone 4.
We had the new iPhones, and so then her phone number was in my phone, and then we would talk, or we'd text a little bit, and then we started FaceTiming.
We saw each other at school.
Yeah.
We hung out every once in a while.
Yeah, we would.
Before we were really, I guess, interesting until we went canoeing one time.
And I was like, I wish I was in the canoe with her, but
you weren't.
I wasn't. Then we went to eat Mexican food, and
I think that's where we really connected with Mexican
food. We go out to eat Mexican food probably twice a week, 3 times a week.
We've been trying to get better.
But yeah.
But Mexican is our go-to food. Go-to date.
Yeah. If you want to get us a gift card to Amigo Wines,
we will gladly use it.
We'll take it.
We went to prom together my senior year. And I just remember, like, when I got home, we had done ASAP and everything, and when I got home, it was like this overwhelming feeling of like, oh my gosh, I think I love him. Like, I think I'm seriously in love. Like, I just want to tell him, I want to scream it. Like, I just have this overwhelming feeling of being in love. Me and Tate just got done with our semester of college, and we were gonna go to Washington and New York to visit some family. And so we went up there, we spent a few days in Washington, and then we went to New York. And that day was like perfect because we went ice skating, and it was just the most incredible view and day ever. And then we went from ice skating, we went to Central Park, and we just walked around, and it was so beautiful. It was like a fairy tale. And then that night, we went to Rockefeller Center.
We went to the metal detector, and I thought that it was going to go off, and I was going to have to ask her right there. But then I was thinking, everybody's wearing rings, so I can pass through. So I got through.
And we went up to the very top, and we were up there taking pictures and everything, and then Tate whispered in my ear, Mariah, will you spend the rest of your life with me? And I said yes, and I cried. And he got down on one knee and was getting the ring out, and he couldn't really get it out of his pocket. We had like 8 jackets on because it was so cold outside, and we were at the top of the limb, which is blowing like crazy. So he's trying to get the ring out, and it felt like it took probably 20 minutes. I think it was only like a good 2. But it was really funny. I don't know. I thought it was so cute. And then we finally got it out. I saw the ring and everything, and I was freaking out. And it was perfect.
We were looking through some pictures, and was it on the computer?
Yeah.
Looking through them on the computer, and there was one as a screenshot of me and a couple friends, and it said, someone on there said bucket list, and then he like listed some things, going skydiving and stuff, and I put bucket list 1, was it one thing?
Yeah.
It was bucket list and had a 1 and said marry Mariah, and that was 2011?
2011.
2011.
And look,
And now we're getting married. Came true. I completed my bucket list.
Something I do love about Tate is that he's so hardworking, and we've been redoing this house, and he literally has done everything and just lets me sit and watch. And it's been great. And he just keeps on going. He doesn't stop. And he's so handy and just can do it all.
Yeah, except for the florist. Shout out to Kyle Bullock. The funnest moment I've had with Mariah was when we were in the Bahamas, and we went snorkeling on the catamaran, and we went to the reef, and we were all jumping in, and Mariah freaks out and can't get in the water. The guys, they said there's sharks or something, and she just freaks out.
Well, who wouldn't freak out?
Yeah.
You're in the middle of the ocean, and there's...
And so me and her sister, we were swimming out there, and we're like snorkeling and everything, and then I look up, and I see Mariah doggy paddling over to me, and I was surprised. I was like, where did you come from? And she said, what happened to the guy?
Big guy brought me out.
The guy brought her out. He said if there was a shark, he was going to punch him. It made her feel better.
And then I just looked in the water real quick and swam right back. Cousins and family started coming to church more, and I had kind of gotten to know Madison and Michaela a little bit, and I just remember, like, it was probably January, and Michaela was kind of telling me, I was like, I pray for your aunt every day, and just kind of telling her, and then she's like, well, pray for my uncle too, Rocky. And so every single night, I mean, starting from January, I'd pray for Rocky every night. I had no idea who he was. I would just pray for him every night. And well, now that I know that was Tate's dad, but so I just prayed for them. I mean, that was probably 9 months before I met him.
I love you, Mariah. And I'm ready to spend the rest of my life with you.
I love you, Tate.
Boom. Wow.
This magic moment, so different and so new, was like any other until I kissed you, and then it happened. It took me by surprise. I knew that you felt it too, by the look in your eyes. Sweeter than wine, softer than the summer night. Everything I want, I have. Whenever I hold you tight, this magic moment, while your lips are...
We just want to thank everybody so much for being a part of this special day. It means so much to us, and I'm just so thankful that we have people like y'all in our lives to be with us, to pray for us. We really appreciate it, and we love all of y'all, and thank you so much for being here.